We're on.
Suddenly the conversation changes. Here we go. Come on in, folks. We see you out there. That chat is live this morning. We're all here this morning, all bright-eyed. We've got coffee and tea or our drink of choice. We're about to get there. We've got a great book to look over.
No chai in the house.
No chai in the house. All right, I'm killing my phone.
What's going on?
It's my phone. Sorry, folks.
Randy's popular this morning.
The wife's probably trying to tell me to open the garage door because she just got out of work. So
We're going there again, are we?
always. I might have to step out for a minute.
Why do women live longer than men?
Because they get him to go and open the bloody garage doors. That's why.
Or better put, why do men die first? Because they want to.
They want to.
Sweet.
That's like the old saying, why is divorce so expensive? Because it's worth it. I'm so glad the wife never listens to my program. Anyway, here's the opening. Let's go. What?
Even though I've been away for 2 weeks, nothing's changed.
Nothing's changed. Here we go.
That's the way you love it.
Sure. PBR's in the house. PBR Street Gang. Good to hear from you. Hi, Randy and crew. Hello to all in the chat.
PBR.
PBR, now that Glenn is better, we'll look at the package that you sent in for us to look at. It'll be great. Folks, get a little bit of Barry Windsor Smith Artisan Edition coming up. And
I've heard of him.
Eternauts. He sent me a volume of Eternauts for us to look over. It'd be great.
Well, I went to buy that and it was out.
But the Red Nails is amazing.
So check again.
Yeah. Mm.
The Red Nails.
Folks, thanks so much for dropping by. We're going to look through Red Nails here in a week or so. Not only that, he sent the Artisan Edition, so it's shot off the original artwork. And he sent us a red treasury of Red Nails for us to compare it to, page to page.
Why aren't we doing that now?
So it's really.
I've got a treasury of Red Nails.
Because you were
get beaten up.
You were getting, yeah, it's the same thing. You were sick and getting better, and I didn't want to show it off without knowing.
I appreciate that.
I knew you would. Matt Black in the house. Morning, afternoon, all. Hey, look, it's that Rammer guy.
That's spelled U-R. Come on, guys.
It is.
Rammer damn near killed him.
Hey, how are y'all? Martha's in the house. Good to see you, Martha's. Thanks for stopping by. I'm your host, Randy Zimmerman. I've been doing comics since the mid-'80s, alternative and independent self-publishing comics. Arrow, Massive, Weeby, Caliber, Antarctic. Been printed by a lot and done a lot of sequential art for commercial businesses as well. Loved comics all my life, and that's why we are here to look at some great comics. And joining us this morning, Mr. Glenn Fleming. Glenn, please introduce yourself.
Yep. Hi, everybody. My name's Glenn Fleming. I'm a writer, artist, and publisher from the UK, and this is one of my claims to fame. My book about Jack Kirby, which details my visits to meet the great man and his wife a couple of times back in the late 80s, early 90s. I also draw things, and this is my cartoon character Hatch. This Hatch annotated book is available from my comic. It's got lots of published work in it. Well, it's all published according to Randy now. Previously unpublished work in it, and lots of stuff in there. So check that out. That's from my comic. It's also falling apart, this copy.
Yeah, just wait until we get into today's book.
Occasionally, I publish Comics Unlimited, which is a 100-page magazine about comics, surprisingly. All three people, apart from Mitch, have been in this magazine. Santino, Charles has been in it, Russ has been in it, Randy's been in it. It's about comics, interviews, and all kinds of stuff. Check it out.
Each issue is about 100 pages of or more of comics history, folks. Just great articles. A lot of fun stuff in there. Also joining us this morning, Mr. Russ Leach. Russ, please introduce yourself.
Hello, my name's Russ Leach. I'm a comic book artist from the UK, currently working on the Atlantean. If you want to find out more about that, go to russleach.com, sign up for the email list. You can also go to russleach.com/merch, and you can pick up copies directly. Shadow Kingdom, go to Amazon for those, or you can go to Critical Blast, our publishing partner. But either way, if you want to find out when the next is going to drop, the issue 4, you can go find that out by going to russleach.com, keeping up with the information, and sign up for the email list.
All right. Also joining us this morning, Mr. Mitch Rogers. Mitch, please introduce yourself.
Well, hello. As Randy said, I'm Mitch Rogers. I've been doing horror comics since 2008. And I'm the creator and writer and artist of The Boger, about the demigod of vengeance that tells a bunch of stories about him through time, and the Flesh and Blood collection, which is a series of short stories that I'm actually releasing a new issue of that either this week or the next. If you hear a dog whining, my dog's not getting any attention and he's jealous. So
it's all part of the transparency.
Yeah.
Yep. Also joining us first time this year, Mr. Charles Santino. Charles, real happy to have you here. Please introduce yourself.
Thank you very much. Good morning. They usually, when I'm on, they save the best for last. That's why I'm last. I'm not that Rammer guy. There's the first issue in back of me and here, available on Amazon. He is a master thief in a future police state. 7-word summary, the shortest elevator pitch in entertainment. That's issue number 1. Issue number 2 is also available on Amazon. Cover for number 3. Let's see if we can get the glare off it. That's not too bad. Number 3 has been slightly delayed because one of my artists forgot how to draw. And so I had to replace that person. And so we're back in the shop making sure that the 3rd issue lives up to the standards of the first 2. But if you haven't bought the first 2, what are you waiting for? So go get those.
There you go. Yep. Absolutely. Today's book is Mail Call by Milt Caniff. Hubba Hubba. Featuring Miss Lace. And I went to open this book to make sure that I could fit it all into the camera because it's a wonderful rectangular shaped book. And the spine automatically cracked.
Oh, no.
Just like Glenn's book.
Yeah.
It's coming up hot. This is originally printed by Kitchen Sink Press, back in check that copyright date there. Copyright 1987. And if you were getting trade paperbacks printed back in 1987, there were a couple of publishers that used some really lousy glue for their graphic novels. And when you opened them up, it would just crack and fall all apart. And apparently this is one of them. Even though I've looked through this book a couple of times before and haven't had that problem, now I do. I bought it for a whopping $15 at a show. Woo-hoo. Cover price is probably less than that at the time it come out. Let's see, $11.95. So, but still worth the price of admission. The great Milt Caniff, comic strip artist extraordinaire, very sought after, creator of Terry and the Pirates. Got into a bidding war I believe, with his syndicate and left, and then went over to another syndicate. I think it was Universal, if I'm not mistaken, and created Steve Canyon. Both strips ran for many years, very popular. And Caniff is looked at as one of the true masters of comic strip art.
And influenced more artists than you can list.
Absolutely. And you'll see that as we go through and look at his style. This is the first time we've really looked at anything from Milt Caniff on this program. And I can't, like Charles says, his influence is absolutely legendary, right up there with Alex Raymond and Hal Foster.
And this
Vern
is
Hogarth.
interesting. The original publication of this was by Simon and Schuster in the 40s. That is a common book, a hardcover that is available at very reasonable prices, believe it or not.
That the Malden strip collections are really inexpensive too.
Yeah,
as well. They're
there's
a great book.
eBay has I see at least 20 copies of the original hardcover.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cheap.
The creator of the Dragon Lady, Milt Caniff and Terry and the Pirates. Steve Canyon had a great legendary run as well. You can probably look up his biography on Wikipedia and find out more. A great shot there of Miss Lace.
This strip was in more newspapers than any other comic strip ever.
Mail call?
Yeah, because it was in the military paper in the bases.
Uh-huh.
It was in 3,000 papers.
Millions of images every month. Yeah. Marvy in the house. Good morning.
Marvy.
Full house today. Says Glenn is back.
He is.
Yeah. Morning,
Jack.
Jen. Sunday Funny. It's my favorite comic book church. Thanks, Levi. Good to see you here. The guy on the right looks like Barbara from Kelly's Heroes.
Barbara, I think.
Barbara from Kelly's Heroes.
This guy here. I take it. And again, look at how he does wrinkles here. Just simplicity.
Yeah.
Just strokes. Martha says, movie serial of Terry and the Pirates is here on YouTube. A must if you love bad FX and dudes in gorilla suits. There you go.
You had me there at Gorilla Suits, yeah.
Yeah, I think the first Shadow serial also you can find on YouTube.
There's probably quite a few serials up there and available because nobody, really, they probably don't want to do a copyright strike on them.
Yeah, the Superman serial where they animated him flying.
Yeah. The Captain Marvel serial, if you get a chance to see that is beautiful. Just fantastic stuff.
The
really
Batman
crazy, very
serial,
pitchy.
The Batman serial has great action and the worst costumes you've ever seen.
Yeah.
Both of them.
But that Captain Marvel serial, that was the first live action superhero on film. And they got the lightning bolt wrong on Captain Marvel's chest.
Was it backwards or
no? It's just a goofy shape.
Started as they meant to go on, eh?
Say what?
Started as they meant to go on. Production of comic books. Yeah.
Yep. Martha says Green Hornet's here too. Actually good. Yeah. There's a lot of charm in those old serials. Love them. Radar Men in the Moon, probably there. The inspiration for the Rocketeer. Is that the Phantom Empire? Is that probably on there as well?
I know Captain Cody, which was another inspiration for Rocketeers on YouTube, and that's funny to watch because to film him flying, they just had the guy stand there with his arms out and filmed him from the midsection up.
I think for Captain Marvel, they put a mannequin on a piece of rope and slit him through the air.
Superman, they just animated him like he turns into a cartoon before he lifts off.
Well, that's because that Fleischer animation hit such a chord when it first came out. It was so great. It really turned into a phenomenon. And that was one of the reasons that DC was so mad at Fawcett, is that Fawcett was able to get a live action Captain Marvel serial out before they could do a live action Superman serial, because Fleischer still owned the rights to Superman on at the theater. That resulted in a another cease and desist and a very long court battle between Captain Marvel and Superman.
Yeah, that's the weird thing is about, franchises and copyrights is the franchise holder usually doesn't care about, possible copyright infringement until you start selling more than them. Then all of a sudden they're looking to sue you.
Well, they gave them a cease and desist before the war started, and then didn't do anything until after the war and the Captain Marvel serial come out, and then they took them to court. So, but in the meantime, Captain Marvel sold millions of copies, and Captain Marvel Adventures was out every other week. Forward by Bill Maudlin, also very famous military cartoonist, and he did single panel cartoons.
Willie and Joe.
Willie and Joe. The 2-minute furlough. Milt Caniff. We can help. Big push to keep the morale up on the troops.
He accepted no pay for this trip.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, he wanted to fight in World War II, but he was medically unable to be in the military. So he decided to contribute to the war effort by donating this strip every week.
There you go. Yeah.
I think his style is a lot like Harvey Kurtzman, isn't it? That loose style thing.
Well, Kurtzman was certainly one of the many people influenced.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah. I'm not sure what his influences were, and if.
Well, this is early on, so there weren't enough. There probably wasn't enough professionals at the time to really be considered influences on other people. Probably.
Yeah.
But you can't look at Lee Elias or Frank Robbins' artwork without seeing Caniff all through it. Very heavily influenced. Love that style. He was born in Hillsboro, Ohio. He was an Eagle Scout and a recipient of the...
Noel Sickles is listed as an influence on Milton Caniff.
There you go. What was the strip he did?
That makes sense. Milton
that wasn't.
Caniff. I mean, Noel
Buzz
Sickles,
Sawyer
that was,
or Will Crane?
Buzz,
or,
no, I think it was
Bill Crane.
Let's see. Hold on.
Caniff got the distinguished Eagle
Scorchy
Scout.
Smith.
Scorchy Smith. There we go. From the Boy Scouts of America, Caniff did cartoons for local newspapers while studying at Stivers High School, now Stivers School for the Arts in Dayton, Ohio. In Ohio, at Ohio State University, Caniff joined the Sigma Chi fraternity, later illustrated the magazine of Sigma Chi and the Norman Shield, the fraternity's pledge reference manual. Graduating in 1930, Caniff began at the Columbus Dispatch, where he worked with the noted cartoonist Bill Ireland and Dudley Fisher. But Caniff's position was terminated during the Great Depression. Caniff related later that he had been uncertain of whether to pursue acting or cartooning as a career, and that Ireland said, "Stick to your ink pots, kid. Actors don't eat regularly." Neither do cartoonists sometimes. He died on April 3rd, 1988, and was buried at the Mount Repose Cemetery in Haverstraw, New York.
Yeah, comic strip artists used to be rock stars.
Oh, big rock stars. Yeah. You
Millionaires.
Yeah, I chose the right profession.
At the wrong time.
At the wrong time, yeah. Bugger.
In 1932, Caniff moved to New York City to accept an artist job with the features service of the Associated Press. He did general assignment art for several months, drawing the comic strips Dixie Dare and the Gay 30s.
Hey, Russ, I'll put a pot of tea on for you.
What? Sorry?
I'll put a pot of tea on for you.
You do that, yeah. That's yeah. Are you taking a piss out of Brits? That's racist.
That'll comfort you. I'll put a kettle on.
Put a kettle on. Aye.
Cuppa.
Put a cup of tea on.
If you listen closely enough, every time I turn the page, you can hear that spine crack. Yeah.
Here's a piece of trivia for you regarding tea. My ex showed Ross Kirby how to make tea at their house. Because you Yanks can't conceive of the concept of boiling water.
Well,
then how the wait? If that's true, then how the hell do we make shine?
What's that?
You boil it with corn.
You just leave it out in the sun.
Yeah, you boiled it with corn.
No concept of boiling water, just boiling other countries.
Don't turn the page. Don't turn the page. I want to read about sex hygiene.
It'll be a quick
It's
read.
A bit late, mate.
Yeah,
that's that.
Yeah, I think the idea is to stay away from women. I'm pretty sure that's the message there.
I think the message is always use protection. Yeah.
Well, the vets didn't. All the STDs that came back from all the wars. And I just made the room go silent.
STD.
STD.
That sounds like something they'd say on Thunderbirds.
Yeah. STD, Virgil.
STD.
STD.
No, it's just a little bit of an itch. It's nothing like that.
I got a Woody.
SIG on strings yet. Yeah.
What was that film Marilyn was in? The 7-Year Itch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The car chases in those old serials are scary. High up off the road, seat belt, suicide doors, back door opening forward. Yeah. Great stuff. Not that familiar with Caniff. Being a Navy veteran, I'm sure I've seen it before, but he's not someone I've known about until recently. Well, that's the dying art of comic strips for you.
That's the joy of Sunday Funnies.
That's true. Yeah.
So you learned something.
This is by the great Sergeant George Baker, though, who ended up drawing. He drew Sad Sack all of his life, pretty much, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was responsible in the later issues of Sad Sack, the comic, the horrible covers. The interiors were done by somebody else, but he kept doing the covers, and his art devolved very quickly.
Yeah.
So he's got the Frank Miller syndrome, where he become too so.
I was going to say, Mitch, you can say it. Go ahead. Yeah.
Continues his hate regime against Miller.
Well,
no. That's not what I totally agree with what he said.
So do I.
Style has devolved quite a bit, very rapidly.
Yeah, and I don't hate Miller. I reread a lot of his stuff. It's just his stuff over the past
30 years.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, Sin City was the height of his artistic abilities, and after that, it's like he just stopped caring.
Yeah, sorry, I've spent years trying to make my style better, and then he gets jobs drawing shit. I'm sorry, but it is.
Yeah.
Say what you mean. Say what you mean.
What's the point? Sometimes you say, "What's the point?"
Yeah, like he went from these like beautiful layouts and action sequences in a Daredevil, and now it's like, a cover of his is just a poorly drawn Superman in the sky just doing nothing.
Your dog could do better.
Say the word thing.
Anyway.
How dare you?
Hell, my dog's taken shits that have had better line work than current filler artwork.
Please address all those comments to Mr. Mitch Rogers.
Yeah.
We do welcome a variety of opinions on this program.
Just like in Home Improvement, every time Tim would say something misogynist, Al would hold up the big sign with his address on it to send letters to. That's Tim Taylor, care of Tool Time.
It's something that a misogynist would say.
And I said it.
Self-portrait
Anyway.
here on the left. Yeah.
It seems like Milton Caniff is a perfectionist. Well, not a perfectionist, but trying to do the right thing. This is the kind of thing I would do. Get those insignia right. 4 blades on the P47. I'd look that up. Number of buttons on a GI blouse. I'd look that up.
Well, he was drawn for military publications. If he was off at all, they would let him know.
Yeah, those DC war books were generally pretty good for that too.
But then again, he draws that guy on the right, and the helmet's wrong.
Yeah.
This guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks
You
too
can't have
high.
everything.
Helmets don't look like that. It might do if you've been squashed by a tank or something, but not regular.
It's sitting too high on his head.
Yeah.
Looks
Not
like
that
he's been
shape.
through a lot, though. Yeah.
In that 1,000-yard stare.
That's it. Chinese flag has 12-pointed star. Yeah. Cavalry officers wear boots. I guess he did do his research. Air Force is no Air Corps. No more officers' bars on shoulders. Shirts.
Oh, I know why he's got that helmet wrong, because the helmet on the drawing is wrong. On the left. The drawing of him drawing the drawing board, the helmet's wrong anyway, so we'll have to forgive him for drawing it wrong. Yeah.
Yeah. Some of these are printed a little light, but hopefully you can still see them.
Yeah, we can see them. Yeah, they're good.
How's the camera? Good?
Yep. Perfect. Lettering's nice as well on these.
We are still in the good zone there. They're keeping not going back to defaults, at least. Nice plane here showing the propeller is just an open white ring.
Yeah.
What's written on the side? Is that from here? It looks like some kind of Asian or something, but I can't really tell.
On the side of the plane.
Yeah.
That's the exhaust from the engine, isn't it?
Well, they're in China.
I thought it was just the exhaust from the engine. That.
I think you're right, Glenn. Let me find my other glasses here and I'll take a closer look.
That's where the exhaust would be on a plane like that.
No, it kind of looks like lettering of something. I don't know. It might be flames. Let me pull it in closer since the book's already falling apart. So we get a good.
No,
That's not lettering, but it is something. I mean, could be
Something.
exhaust.
Yeah. Helmet's still wrong.
Yeah, he draws great women, doesn't he? Really 40s style women, which of course, why wouldn't he in 1942?
Mm-hmm.
But it is good.
Like I said, creator of the Dragon Lady.
Yeah, in fact, it's not good. It's fantastic. Maybe I should draw helmets wrong and somebody might pay me.
And he could draw women that aren't pretty. Look at that.
Oh.
Okay, you
Like
guys,
Venera.
get dressed. Turn in your costumes to me. Yeah. Yeah, you hurry up. I got to get all them melons back to the mess hall. What? Oh, those are guys dressed as women. I got it. And from Terry and the
Russ,
Pirate, sweet pick.
Russ, look at that last panel first. The last strip, first panel. It's it ain't half hot, mum.
Nice lighting.
He's gone.
Yeah. Yeah, Russ is out for the minute. For a minute. So Terry and the Pirate strips that take place during the war.
I like those silhouettes.
Mhm.
Yeah. He's really known for his spotting of blacks and using them in the composition of his work.
So somebody was telling me he's a comic book artist. He was in a comic book store, and he were talking about an artist, and this artist said, "Yeah, that other artist, he doesn't know how to spot blacks." And a customer of the store was offended, thought he was making a racist comment.
Yeah.
And now he's got 5 years in jail.
Well,
No,
if he was
this
in
is
England, probably.
Yeah.
That's like that news clip that we ran about the guy running into the Home Depot bathroom, telling everybody to clear out because he's about to blow the
Oh
place
yeah,
up.
yeah, I heard about that.
He was just trying to be a good citizen.
He's just warning everybody.
Joel, speaking of Home Depot and home improvement stores, there's this clip from I think Lowe's of a guy on, you know how they use cherry pickers to get the stuff off the top shelves. And, like, he's holding it, screaming in terror because he thinks it's going to crush him. And like the guy filming's like, "No, you're doing good. No, you're fine." He's like, "Oh, it hurts. It's going to kill me." I should send that.
That's why they rope off those aisles.
Yeah. You know, it was an employee that was up there in the cherry pick. No, it was a scissor lift, I think, getting it. And like he was freaking out because for some reason he was convinced this very light thing on the top shelf was going to crush him. So he's screaming in terror. And
yeah, he's trying to hold it as they're bringing it down. Yeah,
he was like, "Oh, help me!" Oh, you know, the guy's like, "Oh, you're good. Yeah, no, you're good. No, you're good. Just hold it. Hold it." It's funny as hell.
This from the Wikipedia page. In 1934, Caniff was hired by the New York Daily News to produce a new strip for the Chicago Tribune New York News Syndicate. Daily News publisher Joseph Medill Patterson wanted an adventure strip set in the mysterious Orient, what Patterson described as the last outpost for adventure. Knowing almost nothing about China, Caniff researched the nation's history and learned about families for whom piracy was a way of life passed down for generations. The result was Terry and the Pirates, the strip which made Caniff famous. Like Dickie Dare, Terry Lee began as a boy who was traveling with an adult mentor and adventurer, Pat Ryan. But over the years, the title character aged, and by World War II, he was old enough to serve in the Army Air Force. During the 12 years that Caniff produced the strip, he introduced many fascinating characters, most whom were pirates of one kind or another. Introduced during the early days of the strip was Terry and Pat's interpreter and manservant, Connie. They were later joined by the mute Chinese girl, Big Stoop. Both he and Connie provided the main source of comic relief. Other characters included Burma, a blonde with a mysterious, possibly criminal past, Chopstick Joe, a Chinese petty criminal, Sing Sing, a warlord of the mountains of China, Judas, a smuggler, Sanjak, a lesbian, and I don't know how he got away with that early on. Anyway, and then boon companions such as Hotshot Charlie. Boon, B-O-O-N, companions such as Hotshot Charlie. Terry's Wingman during the war years was April Kane, a young woman who was Terry's first love. But Caniff's most memorable creation was the Dragon Lady, a pirate queen. She was seemingly ruthless and calculating, but Caniff encouraged his readers to think she had romantic yearnings for Pat Ryan. Then Mail Call. Go ahead.
Terry and the Pirates. Terry and the Pirates was reprinted the Sundays in color by Flying Buttress Press, which was part of NBM. They are some of the most beautifully reproduced strips you're ever going to see in color. They're very inexpensive, most of them. You can find them on eBay. Terry and the Pirates, Color Sundays, Flying Buttress, NBM. I'm looking at one here, Volume 3, $18. These are hardcover in color Sunday strips, and they are absolutely gorgeous.
Is NBM still in business? I don't hear much about
I
them
think they were just bought by somebody, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. I couldn't tell you exactly who, but I'm pretty sure you're right, because they were making a big deal about, what is it, Metabarons? That's humanoids, though.
Yeah, maybe that's who bought them. Let's see. NBM bought by National Business Machines. No.
Nope.
Ablaze.
Ablaze. Yeah, there you go.
Ablaze bought them.
Those are the guys that did those Conan print books here in the States, those 4 volumes, great volumes.
And that just happened in December.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
In 46, Caniff ended his association with Terry and the Pirates while the strip was a major success. It was not owned by its creator, but by its distributing syndicate, the Chicago Tribune, New York Daily News, a common practice with syndicated comics at the time. And when Caniff, growing more and more frustrated with the lack of rights to the comic strip he produced, was offered the chance to his own title and to own his own strip by Marshall Field, publisher of the Chicago Sun, the cartoonist quit Terry to produce a strip for Field Enterprises. Caniff produced his last strip with Terry and the Pirates in December 1946 and introduced his new strip, Steve Canyon, in the Chicago Sun-Times the following month. At the time, Caniff was one of only 2 or 3 syndicated cartoonists who owned their creations, and he attracted considerable publicity as a result of this circumstance. Now on to Mail Call.
Ooh, I like that girl on the left-hand page.
Oh. Madame Shoo Shoo.
Both of them.
As in the
Great
pastry?
As a cheesecake.
It's just fill in those cups.
No, the cups look fine the way they are.
We are just going to keep turning.
You know, even though his style is somewhat different than Toth, there's still that same simplicity.
Yeah.
And Caniff and Sickles, both big influences on Toth. Just for that reason. The use of silhouettes all the time. Just great work.
I believe that Vince Collector was influenced by this strip. Tell me I'm wrong.
I just
have a racer will travel.
I just thought he was influenced by laziness. That's my opinion, though.
Well, the faster he worked, the more he got paid. So that eraser was his tool of choice.
Just got to wonder how many crow quills he burned through every issue that he inked. You know, he had to have gone through at least 3 or 4 of them, scratching the boards like that. Anyway. Brushwork here, folks. Beautifully done compositions by a master craftsman. It's great. Look at that. So natural.
He likes that
I
shot,
mean-
doesn't he, in that third panel?
I think he likes quite a few of those shots. He does know how to draw a beautiful woman.
It's always a plus when you're in the cartooning world.
Especially during this time, during comic strips, you're trying to keep the morale of the mostly
He knows.
male soldiers
Yeah.
up. So
He knows how to present the archetype of a beautiful woman.
Mhm.
I think, like in the way that Who Framed Roger Rabbit did with Jessica Rabbit.
Oh yeah.
very much so.
See what I'm saying? It's like there's an accentuation, there's an identikit to the way that he draws a woman. We've seen other people do it. We've seen it in their own way. So
Richard, somebody who drew that. The animator.
I can't remember.
Richard, somebody is called.
Richard
That
something.
middle panel in that last strip is incredible.
Yeah, when they're on the wires.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing to be able to
Yeah.
delineate all their shapes and have that.
Do you
black.
think he did that without photo reference of any kind?
I think he did because
I bet he did.
I think there's a slight error on the. What he's doing is he's cheating with the perspective on that.
That
It
doesn't mean he
worked.
didn't use photo reference.
Yeah, no, I don't. I suppose. I mean, you could see when you say did he use photo reference? Do you mean did he trace something, or did he just look at
that's
some?
not what
pics?
I mean.
no.
I mean, did he have a photo of something like that at something like that angle?
I don't think he necessarily had it at like that angle, but he would definitely have been looking at photo reference to help.
You
But
have to know
I
how to-
think the angle. I think the
Go ahead.
angle is incorrect. It's not right.
Yeah.
He's cheated in order to get it into the panel, which is great. That's what we do.
It's very effective.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
And look at on the opposite page, the last panel, the depth of field.
Yeah, where she's looking out the window.
Now,
Yeah,
look at how complicated what he's showing is and how simply he's doing
Yes.
it.
Economy of line. Every time is what a great
got
comic
foreground-
strip does.
You got foreground, midground, and at least two backgrounds.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of a Pink Floyd cover they released about. It was like one of their greatest hits albums, but it had like windows like that.
Yeah.
And there's like a different thing in each, like a different scene happening in each level that was a reference to one of their albums.
And what other podcast is going to compare Milt Caniff to Pink Floyd? Come on.
None. Just us.
None.
Which is why you need to subscribe now.
The Pinup Exchange. Oh, where is that? That in China? Upper left there. The Pinup Exchange.
Pinup Exchange.
That's great.
Yeah.
I'm sure those pictures were that chaste.
And I would wager pinup exchanges would have thrived over there around the bases and that. You think?
Yeah, I'm sure I had a back room too.
Yeah.
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 Sorry.
Everybody had an
there's,
inside their locker door or the inside their chest.
Do you think
that
they were
said,
bagged and boarded?
Bagged and
So
boarded.
you could, yeah, you'd had like the bagged and boarded area, which is nice, clean ones, and then the crispy ones out the back.
I don't know
10 shut.
if it's an
I
exchange.
like that.
Yeah.
I love a question mark in a word balloon. Just a question mark.
Yeah.
Oh,
Every time I see one of those, though, I think of Scooby Doo.
Yeah, I've always loved like doing unique word balloons like that, like question mark, or one of my favorite like word balloon gags was in a Jeff Darrow strip from the '80s where a guy was sleeping and it was in a word balloon a picture of a chainsaw going through a log to to symbolize he was snoring loudly.
Oh yeah, yeah. That is an old emoji. I guess you would call it now. Old trope. Yeah, that's an old cartoon trope.
Okay,
That's where
again,
emojis
lower
came
right. Last panel, lower right. Great angle, great shot, great shadows,
Mm,
and he knows how to spot blacks.
not wrong.
Yeah, that looks like a picture of me every time I leave a bar.
There we go.
No, officer, I'm trying to be drunk in the bar. They threw me into public.
Yeah. Oh, we're back a little on that chat here. Let me see. Look at the guy's helmet. Look at that. Looks like a skateboard helmet. PBR, not that familiar with Caniff. We already passed through that. On the R, their plasma was dried as powder and reconstituted with sterile water. Had no idea. Wow. Saved a lot of lives. No need for blood tests before administering. Yeah. Downside was there was no way to screen for hepatitis. That looks like a P51, and that would be where the exhaust would be. Okay. There you go. Thanks, PBR. I'm with Glenn. Looks a lot like exhaust from a V12. Although that air intake is too far forward. I'm just nitpicking now. Matt says, Marvies, something's I'm struggling is drawing women in that vintage style, but I'm getting there. Not easy to draw less lines, especially in the face. Yeah. That's how you keep them looking young.
Every line adds 10 years.
That's weird. Big Stoop is a guy in the movie series. Yeah, they probably pulled it from the strip. Yeah. The Pink Floyd album you're talking about is Gumma. Best song title ever is on that album. Several pieces of small furry animals gathered together in a cave and grooving with a pict. Okay.
That's a song title.
Yeah.
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 I always wondered, is the picked, are they talking about in the title like a picked as far as the ethnic group in Europe or something
Yes.
else?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, listen to that spine. Anyway. It's nice.
What the newsreel did not show, huh? Oh, they're chasing after. I see it.
Yeah.
The Jeep is. What about them?
There are actually some strips in the back that the Army rejected, that he drew up, that were a little too racy for their publication. So they
Don't tease us, Randy.
Yeah, here we go. Yep. Oh, sorry, folks. Just bad glue. There's a bit of exposition. Boom. And here too. Highball recipe for the summer.
This strip, no pun intended, reminds me of one that was in the Daily Mirror in Britain in the same time called Jane. And by the end of the 4 or 5 panels, she was just about naked every
Always.
every day.
Yep. Always got a kit off.
Yeah.
There's a good collection of that around too. I've seen. I don't own it, but
Well, there were British strips that had nudity.
Yeah. So,
It was
AXA.
Yeah, good article on Jane in Crikey number 10. If you want to get that from somewhere.
Yeah. That's one of the reasons why I've been a little leery about bringing out the Dan Dare collections that I have, is I'm afraid this exact same thing will happen to them. And those are really printed on pretty slick paper and full color, just gorgeous stuff.
Well, my Eagle comics are already falling apart, so we should use them.
Yeah. There we are. Well,
Here's a
I'm
strip-
never going to sell these, so I'm not worried about it falling
Mm.
apart, but just worried about keeping it all together.
Here's a strip with nudity. Garth.
Yeah.
It had a little bit, didn't it? Yeah.
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 The
Frank
British
Bellamy.
strip.
We've looked at Bellamy's work in the past. Absolutely.
And this was in newspapers.
Yeah, it was in the Daily Mirror.
Yeah. I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah.
I should put it down.
Garth is a great strip. One of those that is really has really been neglected over the years. I think really needs to have a U.S. reprint.
They
Some
tried to bring it
respect.
back in about 2008, and it was appalling.
It's never going to be the same. It's like King Features trying to do Flash Gordon. Now it's a mess. So
But they changed the style and the format. They did the same old, you know, where they have this fantastic thing and they don't even get anybody who appreciates
Close to
the
it.
older strip. You know, they brought in
Yep.
a new style. It was like a manga style, the new one. It was awful.
Yeah, it's always let's do this for the modern audience instead of
Yeah.
no, let's continue what was really good about it
Yeah.
and see if people still love it.
Guess what?
It's really
It
a-
didn't work.
really a reason why these strips were so popular, and they shouldn't, you know, anymore. They can't help but play with it and try to make it worse for the modern audience, like you said. It's ridiculous.
But it's also a case. I mean, we've been through this before. It's also a case of nobody being brave enough to make new things and put some
that
weight
too.
behind it. So
Yeah.
they just go back to the old stuff and invariably end up ruining it.
That lower right-hand panel, the last panel, that's that's
Yeah, it's an odd angle.
That's brinkmanship right there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
the
they would-
boobs are kind of an odd. Odd
They're a bit
layout.
weird.
Yeah.
They're a bit odd.
Is it spirit gum? Some sort of stickum?
They're wall-eyed.
Wall-eyed.
Yeah, it looks like Tara Reid after her boob augmentation in the early 2000s.
He's getting a look though.
I don't think you'd be bothered if you're in France in 1944, would you?
No,
No.
hell, I wouldn't be bothered if I was in France today.
Oh, you
Boob's
might
a
be.
boob.
Boob's a boob.
Just wear your rubber gloves.
Yep. I just want to take a second to thank everybody that's watching this morning. Just like our numbers on, we just lost one. There we go. Just like our numbers on Friday, they are really good, very solid. We deeply appreciate everybody looking at this stuff. We love looking at it too. Don't be afraid to jump in on the chat if you have something to say.
Don't be too offended by what we say. We're just old men.
Old farts reading comics.
You're never going to change us. Just enjoy the comics.
She looks like Vampirella, upper left there.
Yeah.
Yeah, little.
Does. Martha says, just love the old World War II stuff. Yeah, old vintage World War II stuff.
Especially
This is
the especially stockings with seams.
good. Yeah.
Lower right.
Yeah. Again, look at the simplicity.
Yep.
Just a line down the back of the leg. It
Mhm.
does everything you need.
Yeah, back then women had trouble keeping that line straight.
They had to pencil it on.
Yeah. They penciled it on until the Yanks came.
Yeah.
They brought the real
Yeah.
ones.
Overpaid, over here.
Yeah.
Winning the bloody war.
My mum told me that they were based near where she lived in Sheffield when she was about 14, 15, and she overheard them talking to different women, and they all told the women independently that their name was Johnny Dollar.
Johnny Dollar.
Different guys talking to different girls, and they were all called Johnny Dollar.
Yeah.
Well, you know what that's a reference to, of course.
That was a big radio program over here for decades.
Yeah. And each show would start with him reciting his latest
Expense account.
Expense account. Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
He was
Classic,
an insurance.
classic.
He was an insurance investigator.
My mum got the impression that they were giving that name so they wouldn't know who they were later.
Oh no,
Yes.
that's very much what it was.
Yes,
Absolutely.
without doubt.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a buddy when I was younger that would give my phone number out to the girls that he went out with. I get calls.
Do you get any dates?
No, I was married.
No.
Oh, wow, that sounds great.
So they got divorced.
Well, that doesn't. Well, I mean, that doesn't stop. Some people.
No.
Yeah, but I got past that pretty quickly in my misspent youth, first marriage. So anyway.
Rank hinders impromptu propositions. Interesting.
He'll have to go through channels. Or Echelon Don Juan.
He's only got one arm, hasn't he? He's armless.
Yeah. Regrets to the Colonel. Tell him I'm in my working clothes. You wouldn't want to get too close to me. I smell.
Oh, he's got an arm. He's got a left arm, and in the first panel on the right-hand page, up.
There?
Yeah.
He's got it
He's-
pinned up.
Yeah, but he's got because the second panel looks like he has no arms.
Yeah, he's got his sleeve pinned up.
Yeah, I'm just saying that I first saw the second panel. I was like, oh, that guy doesn't have any arms. But then I looked at the first panel. I was just thinking out loud. Don't mind me.
Nice.
I said the weird thing.
Somebody else getting a thumping noise.
My dog's beside the table. It's probably his tail beating.
Hitting the
He's
microphone.
humping the table.
He's a bit needy, your dog, isn't he, Mitch?
That would be a whole different noise.
Yeah, he is. I don't know where that came from, but
Testosterone.
Now he knows we're talking about him. Yeah.
I don't know whether it's just me or not, but these past few strips, the art's got even better.
Yeah.
Well, he could have done the first couple of them on spec,
Yeah.
not knowing if they were going to definitely be printed or not. And then the rest of them, I'm getting printed now. Here we go. Boom. That looks odd at first glance.
yeah.
Yeah. So, whoa, hang on a minute. Finally.
It's for you, Miss Lace. Well, thanks, Generals. But I don't get it. We heard you was going to the dance with the marine company, not just on the marksmanship medals. Oh, they brought her a little extra padding. That's what it was. Says, we heard you was going to the dance with the marine company, not just what just won the marksmanship medals. So they brought her some safety gear. Into the dark. Look at that. Crazy. Using his helmet as a trenching tool. Claims he dreams every night that a beautiful redhead comes to see him full color. Ha! Next morning, to make out. Goog. He's there smiling. Oh, and he's got tracks around him. Look at that. Every time I see a circular panel in a comic strip, I always think of family circus.
Circus, yeah.
Yeah.
Of what? Say again.
There's a comic strip of a family named Family Circus that ran for decades.
Right.
Here, that
Yeah, it was in
he
a
always
circle.
used circular panels. Yeah.
Right.
Bill Keane, Keane, family. It's Family Circus, but I want to keep calling it Family Circle because there's a ladies' magazine out called Family Circle.
Yeah, we used to have a magazine called that.
Yeah. But I remember that because he used to donate money to the drawings to the can drive for the postman. Postal Service used to do a can drive once a year, and he would donate a strip, and I took the strip probably about 6 years in a row and turned it into a T-shirt, screen printed. So I had color separations on it and that kind of stuff. Always circles. So. Oh, that's nice.
Does it? I wonder if anybody knows, especially Charles might know this. Is he doing the lettering? Is he doing the full art?
I have no idea, but wouldn't surprise me.
I suspect he
But
is.
he was certainly well off enough to hire that out. But I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah.
Whoever's done it, it's a good job.
Well, they pretty much all start out doing their own lettering until they get rich enough to hire somebody to do it for them.
Chester Gould had a whole staff.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's see if the internet knows. Let's see. The internet says no. The lettering was primarily done by his assistant, Frank Engli, Engli.
Right. Okay. That's good.
Yeah.
That's what the internet says.
That's never wrong.
Yeah.
That's what it's for.
Oh, wait a minute. Todd Klein says the same thing. Okay, I'll go with Todd Klein.
Yeah.
Okay.
What did we do before the internet? We guessed.
We argued violently.
No,
Or we lied.
Libraries of reference books, and argued.
Yeah, before the internet, we spent time at the library to get the truth.
Or we made it up.
Well, I still do that anyway. Nobody knows. Nobody cares. Just make it up. Who gives a damn?
Yeah, fuck it. We'll all be dead in 100 years.
Yep.
Must have been a tight week here.
Yeah.
Vinny was in town.
Silhouettes and no backgrounds.
Yeah. Some deadline doom. He makes up for it though, before and after. Look at that. It's a nice shot.
That's selective. That's selective. There's no need for a background there. I'm on the artist side here.
Yeah, I'm not complaining.
No, I didn't say that to complain at all. It's not even a critique.
I just did a whole page without any background. Shut up.
Well, that's because Cull is using mushrooms and listening to talking dogs.
Yes.
Forgot to tell you, Miss Lace said, Skid is unlimited engagement. He has lapses in memory.
You in the next room, Randy?
Yeah, I'm talking the other direction.
See that letter in there and that monument? Just go back. The letter in that monument there at the top right. If that would have been done today, it'd be perfect. And that's why that's so good that Guy is taking his time to do that in his hand, rather than just type it and tweak it in Photoshop. That's why these things, part of the reason these things are so good.
Yeah, you're right.
Absolutely. There we are. That'll keep the guy's morale up.
Fantastic. Yeah. Wow.
Contour map, contour map. Note magnetic isthmus and topographical features.
Look at how small he's drawn her feet in that last panel.
Yeah.
And at the bottom, it says, "You mean you want to gag too?" Yeah.
I could say something, but I'm not going to.
There we go. Yeah.
What was that?
A bit late, wasn't it?
Doink.
I don't know if I've heard that one before, Randy.
That was StreamYard's gift.
We want everybody to pay $100 a month, and in return, we're going to give you some funny noises.
That's right. Got that too. Got applause as well. So here we are.
But do you have Greta?
I do. I still have Greta.
How dare you?
At the top of the clips list here.
Yeah, she's getting arrested in every continent now.
Yeah,
She's so happy to have
The drugs running.
It's probably because of that haircut she's got now.
Attention's the only thing that she can whore. So there you go.
Yeah.
So if she'd have been getting one of those yachts out towards, I don't know, out in Florida. No, Florida. So they'd have taken her out with a jet.
Venezuela.
Yeah.
Venezuela, yeah. Venezuela.
There were drugs. Look
but
at her hair. You know there was drugs.
There was a Greta. Do you regret her? No.
She must have been on drugs to get that haircut.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, the guy who cut it was on drugs.
Probably. I mean, I don't know why she makes enough money to get a good haircut. I don't know.
Well, so do most of these women with the bizarre hair.
Somebody's paying for it.
We're all paying for it.
Wow, look at that. Gosh, she's putting on that shoe on the top strip there. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
His helmets are getting better as well.
Good. More practice. So,
There's probably more photo.
I'm sure if he was drawing them, I'm sure if he was drawing them incorrectly for too long, he'd get letters.
Oh,
Maybe he did.
That's a
Might
cracking
have.
rib cage that girl's got down the bottom right.
Yeah,
What a
Wow.
rib cage.
Used
That's
to
a
tie
girdle,
those up,
isn't it?
though. Yeah. Hardcore corset girdle.
Nobody's torso is that long.
No. But it's fun drawing it.
Not without having a few ribs removed. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Dworsky. Should get a hold of the old military strips that Eisner did back for
Preventive.
yeah.
Yeah. Eisner's always great to look at.
Things there. Yeah. Oh. Just can't press on that spine without cracking it.
He's a true forgotten hero in today's environment.
Yeah.
I mean, people.
A lot of
know that.
these guys are getting that way.
Yeah, yeah. The art's been lost, to be honest. I see people
Slipping away.
Yeah, I saw a tool today for speeding up your layouts. And it's like, really? You need a tool for that? Really? Is there anything left you want to do manually? You know? Like, Jesus.
That's stripping away most of the artistry right there.
That's panel layout is part of the storytelling process because it helps create the beats on a page. Exactly. I don't want to. Yep. I don't want a tool for it. I want to make it up myself. Otherwise, what's the point? It's just storyboarding.
Yeah.
It's a personal opinion.
Nobody is arguing. That's for sure.
Yep. Nobody at all.
Yeah, that's a problem I've noticed at conventions, because us artists, we, hang out and stuff at conventions, and a lot of these people that call themselves comic book artists that just do prints, they don't have any ambition to actually do sequential artwork.
No.
When you're talking about roughs and layouts and, you're having to practice a panel on a separate sheet of paper and stuff. They look at you like you're speaking Latin to them. It's
yeah.
Like, oh, what's that? I'm like, oh, you call yourself a comic book artist and you don't know what those are?
But that in all fairness, that's been going on for a long time. I mean, the amount of places I used to go to, and I'd see people there painting and doing all kinds of stuff. Some people really, really good, but it's like, but you're not a comic book artist, are you? Have you ever done anything in a book and actually? And it doesn't have to be for the big guys. Have you ever produced a comic book? No. Well, then, go to the craft fair then.
Yeah,
I know that sounds a bit authoritarian of me, but
I don't care. I agree.
But it's like,
I agree. I'm not arguing with you one bit.
No, it's people have definitely jumped into that area because comic books suddenly started getting, or comic book content started getting popular in the masses, as it were.
Yeah.
When I go to New York, go ahead.
So I was just finishing the point, and it's like it means that just loads of people are jumping into the art form who don't really care about being there.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I go to New York Comic Con,
it means you're a catcher, not a pitcher.
I go into Artist Alley to scout for artists, right? And I don't know how many tables there are in there, 400.
Yeah.
And a couple of years ago, I did an informal count of how many of those 400 tables have people behind them who actually draw comics. It was about 20%.
Oh, wow. There you go. There you go.
Yeah, I've kind of started being a dick at conventions when I meet like new people. You know, it's like, oh yeah, I'm a comic book artist too. I'm like, oh, what book do you do? And like, oh no, I just do print. So I'm like, oh, so you're just
You're
a
an
print artist. Okay.
yeah.
You're an
You're an
illustrator.
Which I
illustrator.
mean,
Then.
which I mean, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with people.
Or an,
No.
or an AI.
Prints, it's just don't call yourself a comic book artist if you don't do comics.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't rush off into the local art gallery or where they're selling paintings and go, look at me, I'm an artist. You must take my pages. It's like, no, nobody wants it there. That's not. There's no market for it there. Go away. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm quite happy to be told to get out of my shop and never come back. You know, but nobody seems to give a shit about it the other way round. It's like, oh yeah, I'm a great artist. I'll just go and jump on that bandwagon for a little bit. And you can't take away from people that they need to generate business and make money. I understand that, but it does get a little bit wearing sometimes, especially when the market has become so thin.
Yeah, because like for decades, I would argue the mid 2000s, comics at comic conventions have becoming like pushed more and more to the back corner, and it's sad.
Yeah,
you know, really. And I kind of noticed that when G4 was on, because I was one of those people that had G4 on at the time, all day long. Yeah. And I remember that they started doing shows, like episodes of their shows from San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah.
So I was like, ooh, I can't wait to see that. But like, they only focused on the movies, and they even made a comment in one episode. It was like, yes, the only place to get movie news is here at San Diego Comic-Con. And I'm like, really?
Yeah. Yeah, it's bad enough that Artist Alley is called Artist Alley sometimes because it's got celebrities in it signing pictures. Okay, that's bad enough as it is, without actually having artists and illustrators who've never done a bit of sequential art in their life turning up and saying, yeah, I'm a comic book artist as well. Yeah. Never mind. Bitterness out of the way. Let's get on with the real content.
Tell us how you really feel.
Let's talk about Beaver.
Well, I'll gladly talk about Beaver all day long. Hairy beaver, shaved beaver,
We'll have to edit that out, Randy.
Oh yeah, that'll work. We are live.
Nice beaver.
Thank you. I just had it stuffed.
Let me help you with that.
Figured it was necessary to play that clip.
It was necessary. It was close to actually being unlawful not to have played it.
I thought she'd slipped out in that next panel. That's the top of the dress.
Yeah.
That's straight in your face. It's that picture there, like the guy looking at it. It's the 1, 2, 3, 4th panel on the top right, and he used to welcome cover. That I mean, like, just don't even bother looking at the face. It's a body. There you go.
Yep. Wait, women have faces? It's like that. It's like that Robert Crumb, Mr. Natural strip, where he has the woman who doesn't have a head. It's like we have all the best parts of her. It's just
yeah. Hot stuff, eh, boss?
Yeah.
Look at that. That's great. Look at the life in
draws
that
lovely
image.
ladies.
Now there's a picture of there's a Kirby and a Romita picture that are that idea of the artist at the board with all the characters around.
Absolutely.
Yeah, brilliant.
Trimpy too, I think.
Caniff. Colonel Phil Cochran. He's flipped corking in Terry. Survey one of Milt's strips at the artist studio in Rockland County, New York. Meanwhile, back to the strip. I'm just going to keep turning.
Yeah, you do that.
Lace on 'em. That's nice. I don't think you generals are listening. It's a caption for that last panel. It's listening to the sea.
Everybody needs a bosom for a pillow.
Yep.
That we all need someone we can lean on. Miss Lace and Caniff make television debut. It really looks like Robin's there.
Look at the size of the artwork.
See a
on
lot
that
of-
photograph.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fantastic, isn't it?
blimey.
That's the cover. That's the cover drawing there, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is.
What it shows you is just how, even at that size, how economical he is with his lines.
Yeah. Fabulous.
Well, you get that way too when you see how your strip has been reprinted in a number of different newspapers, because a lot of them started printing it, especially during the war with the paper shortages, in different sizes. So sometimes it went down as small as a postage stamp. So you had to be simple, or as simple as possible, in order for that image to come through, no matter what size it was.
Mm.
That was always a big problem with comics, comic strips, starting with the war on, is that the editors would consistently shrink those strips down. That's why eventually you just got to the point where you had maybe a couple of heads with a word balloon on top of it.
That's
on a
why
lot of those
Peanuts
strips.
continued to work so well.
This is so simple. Yeah.
It's amazing with Peanuts. Well, in my opinion, it's amazing. Like, if you ever see the original Peanut strips, how like almost perfect the line work is, and how geometric everything is compared to like what everyone thinks of when they think of Peanuts. That like loose line work and kind of scratchy ink work a little bit. It's a complete 180 from the way it started off.
Well, then you get to the end of the strip that Schultz did, and he insisted on still drawing it himself, even though his hands were shaky. You can see a lot of it coming through on the page. But, just like Caniff, he was a workhorse.
Oh, somebody photocopying something.
Xeroxing. There's some nice legs.
You can hear that?
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
That's
It's all right.
interesting.
It just adds to the transparency. John.
Yeah.
You're fine.
It's a working studio.
It's my
Coming in.
printer, scanner, fax copier.
There you go.
See, that's pretty. I love that. I love that kind of technology.
I was so happy when I was finally able to get my hands on a 11x17 scanner.
Yeah.
And I was
I
so
got one.
happy that day.
Yeah, I got one about 10 years ago. So it prints that size as well, and just made all the difference.
Yeah.
Having to chop things up. Do both, just having to chop up your scans.
Oh yeah,
It's a
that's
pain in the backside.
Yeah, like full covers were just a complete pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
4 scans for a wraparound cover.
Yeah.
This last panel here on the left, this cop's telling the service guy, keep at your gazing. Since I walked off the transport in 1919, I myself have never lost pleasure in the spectacle. He's watching a girl walk by. Yeah. Gee, I'll bet you're glad to have him back, Mrs. Smith. You can say that again. Look at him in there, sleeping so peaceful. I really stopped to ask if you're going down to market. She goes, no, not today. He's liable to wake up and want something. And I guess what he's looking for isn't going to be at the market.
Hey, Randy, don't close out the show without showing us the strips the Army wouldn't print.
Yeah, we're getting there. We're not even an hour and a half in. We don't have much farther to go.
Now, did this strip last the whole war, or like as far as America's involvement the whole time, or just a little bit of it?
I'm not sure on the exact run here. I can pull it up on.
At the beginning, this might answer the question. At the beginning, at the bottom of the pages, it said 1942, and these are 14th of October 1945. So that's after the war, isn't it? That's after the war ended for everybody.
Yeah, it ran from 42 to 46.
Yeah.
Yep.
So there you go.
And that was what, weekly?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he was still doing Terry at this point.
Oh, so these aren't dailies. These are These are Sundays.
Yeah.
Strips, right? Oh.
Well, weekly. Yeah.
I think they were in a weekly military publication.
Yeah.
That went out to the boy.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
No,
this says daily. Is that possible? That doesn't seem possible.
Well, the first strip there says, I'm not disputing what you're saying, Charles, but the first one says the 7th of October, and the one underneath it says the 14th of October.
Yeah,
so it says the 21st and then the 28th.
Yeah, okay. I mean, would
they be in Yank, that magazine, Yank?
Give me just a second. During the war, Caniff began a second strip, a special version of Terry and the Pirates without Terry, but featuring the blonde bombshell Burma. Caniff donated all of his work on this strip to the armed forces. The strip was available only in military newspapers. After complaints from the Miami Herald about the military version of the strip being published by military newspapers in the Herald's circulation territory, the strip was renamed Mail Call and given a new star, Miss Lace, a beautiful woman who lived near every military base and enjoyed the company of enlisted men whom she addressed as generals. Her function...
She sounds like a keeper.
Yeah.
Sounds like a whore.
Her function...
I was trying to be a little bit more subtle than that, but okay.
So what's the difference?
Hey, I'm not complaining. I love me a good fun time girl, but I mean, come on.
Her function, Caniff often said, was to remind servicemen what they were fighting for. And while the situations in the strip included much double entendre, Miss Lace was not portrayed as being promiscuous.
Oh, that's lovely.
Is that
much more so than civilian comic strips which portrayed military characters? Mail Call was notable for its honest depiction of what the servicemen encountered. One strip displays Lace dating a soldier on leave who had lost an arm. She lost her temper when a civilian insulted him for that disability. Another strip had her dancing with a man in civilian clothes. A disgruntled GI shoved and mocked him for having an easy life, but Lace's partner was in fact an ex-GI blinded in battle. Caniff continued mail call until 7 months after VJ Day ended it in March of 1946. 46, Caniff ended his association with Terry and the Pirates. While the strip was a major success, it was not owned by the creator, but by its distributing syndicate, Chicago Tribune, New York Daily News, a common practice. I think I read that already. Growing more and more frustrated with the lack of rights and comic strip produced, offered the chance at his own strip, and he jumped at it, which was Steve Canyon.
So although dripping in the social culture of the day, it had a progressive undertone to it, which is kind of cool.
It was definitely sympathetic and humanistic, which is I don't think a left or right thing.
No. When I say progressive, I mean it in the literal term of the word, not in the political term. I don't think being progressive is left or right. It's about doing the right thing. But I mean the fact that even though the social constructs at the time would have been far harsher than they are now, there was still he still was really interested in the fact that there were like just like the guy with one arm, and the girl, although being very sort of popular, was not shown to be promiscuous, like things like that, just like morals, I suppose. No different to the end of a Simpsons episode, really, when you see it in that way,
Yeah, and like I'm about like the servicemen that like were blinded and lost an arm at this time. Like if in popular media or just media in general, if someone was like a vet who lost something or like was injured, it's usually like a facial scar or something.
Yeah.
So to show someone without an arm or someone that was blinded is really like advancing the knowledge of the military forces tremendously.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. Keep talking amongst yourselves for
somebody needs a garage door opening somewhere. Quick, come and help us, garage door man. At that moment, Randy took off his alter ego as Randy Zimmerman, jumped into the back of his office and created the character known as Garage Door Man.
No time for the in-out, love. Just come to read the meter.
I thought you were going to say Captain Dildo there for a minute. I've turned the page. I shall return. I'll be right back.
All right.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah. And in the meantime, Russ will give us his thoughts on garage doors. Russ?
Garage doors. Well, first of all, they're not called garage doors. They're garage doors. just a little bit of social conditioning there.
Yeah, we'll put the kettle on for you.
Pop the kettle on. Aye. I think we should discuss the rather marvellous ink work on that Merry Christmas piece, actually.
Yeah.
Look at his trousers.
Yeah.
Isn't that bonkers? It's getting into, like we were talking about, Glenn, about being representational.
Yeah.
Rather than, I saw another video as well where somebody was talking about the 4 styles of comic book art, and it's like there's a detailed and there's a realistic, and then there's like an overdone, and I can't remember all of them.
Yeah.
And they were trying hard to put different artists into these different categories, and it was like, really? No, it's called style.
What I was meaning about the reference for the weapons and things, which I like to do anyway, it's so that you can, how can I put it, not draw all of it.
Yes.
You need, it's like we always say about leaving things out. You need to know what that M1 Garand is like, so you don't draw all of it.
Yes, exactly.
There's a YouTube video on Graham Nolan's channel, and there was a video where he's he has Kelly Jones on. They're talking about like their work, creating Bane, Chuck Dixon and all that, and they kind of were talking about modern comic book art, like we're talking about. There's this obsession with drawing every seam in a uniform, drawing every shoelace, just overly detailed, and they're like, just draw it and get it out,
But that's also part of the flow. It's like we were talking about the difference between illustrators and sequential artists. Sequential artists are all about telling the story, and illustrators are about making every panel beautiful.
Yeah,
I know I'm being a little bit too binary, but do you know what I mean?
That's like putting let's say John Buscema next to Norman Rockwell.
Yes, exactly. Yeah,
which is better.
Well, the one for comic book,
exactly. Yeah,
Buscema.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But you wouldn't want to choose. You couldn't choose if you weren't taking those things into consideration.
No,
because they're both. They would be both amazing drawings.
They're both giants. Yeah.
What I was saying before about the, you need to know. Like I say, you need to know what that American Army helmet looks like, so you can take all the detail out of it. But it's got to look right, in my opinion. And a different weapon. The Germans have different weapons than the Americans and the British. So you've got to. To me, it's not good enough just to draw a generic rifle. It needs to look like it's time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you think about it, what you're saying about the rifle there, or a car, or a horse, or anatomy, it works on all scales.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what you're drawing. You need to understand it before you can take the shortcut.
Look at Harvey Kurtzman's war stories if you want to see that in action.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But you can identify the weapons in his strip.
Yeah.
And it's like Randy says about what was it you said about Toff? You draw the hell out of it. So what was that?
Yeah. You draw it as simple as possible, and then you draw the hell out of it.
Yeah. That's exactly right.
That's what comic book art is about.
Yeah,
which is why. Sorry.
Yeah, Kurtzman was a stickler for detail. He had to get everything right, but look at the simplicity and look at what he left out.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which is why it's an art form that you can have somebody like Mike Mignola or Alex Toth sit beside someone like
Neil Adams.
John Buscema, Neil Adams. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Is this a Tijuana Bible kind of thing? Critical Blast. No, this is a military comic strip drawn by Milt Caniff for the military papers.
We'd get taken off air if it was military, if it was Tijuana Bibles.
Yeah. I don't know about that anymore either. I think we might get a strike, but we're not, we're not making money at this.
Right, okay.
If anything, we'd be taken out for hard nudity. But I've seen plenty of underground comics on here that have full, well, not on here, but on YouTube, other channels that have full nudity that they've left on there.
Then we need to get Den on then. Never wear.
We use our car shed to store cheese. It's our fromage garage. Thanks.
I want what he's smoking.
You might be on something there, Russ. On to something, I should say. You might be on to something there. Something just flew past my window, Russ. It looked like Randy.
Yeah. Yeah, it was Garage Man, not Garage Man. Garage Man.
Wait a minute. You mean Garage Man is Randy Zimmerman? Holy crap! This is.
Well, do you ever see them both in the same room at the same time? I rest my case.
I think Mobius has already done it in his airtight garage.
Yeah.
We got a guy who's got a service station here that specializes in transmissions, that proudly calls himself the Tranny Man.
Now, which one is that? What? No,
he's got a little jingle and everything. I ought to take one of his commercials and run it here on the program.
That Tranny Man, or a what? No,
he's got a little jingle and everything.
We have a local septic service. They say they're number one in the number two business.
we
He
are.
said number
Yeah.
2.
Oh, God. The tranny man. Oh God. Tears are coming down my eyes.
Burp, burp.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Okay. All right.
she's got a weird face. What's that all about? Under
like Greta.
redeployment.
Looks like Greta.
What? Yeah.
There's an understatement. Look at that last panel. Hi, Fred. Haven't seen you since Iwo Jima. Oh, that little old skirmish.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Well, that's because he's walking down the city street and being bombarded.
Yeah. The nylons are on sale.
Oh, that little skirmish. He's all mangled here too.
That's
Oh, that
nothing
looks skirmish.
compared to Black Friday.
Actually,
That
cool.
last panel really looks like Kurtzman.
Yeah.
Does.
There's something about you look at Kurtzman, Toth's comedy, Eisner, the guy on Two-Fisted Tales.
Kurtzman, isn't it?
Is it
That was Kurtzman on
That was
Two-Fisted
Kurtzman.
Tales, yeah.
You look at their, and there's something of the time. They have a similarity about them.
Yeah, he did a lot of the layouts for those Two-Fisted Tales stories too.
Yeah.
He would
And
send
it's
people
the
rough.
way they spot blacks, the way that they draw, you know, economically with lines, the form. There's something of a. It's almost like they're a generation in themselves. Do you know what I mean?
Look at that first panel.
Yeah.
Those helmets are good, but look at
them.
Look at the black faces, the faceless faces of soldiers. You know.
Yeah. Silhouettes.
Yeah, can't see their face. You know, they don't come back and.
And again, I think that they service their style to feed the necessity of their deadlines.
That's
why
things
are
are genius.
as simplistic as they are. Yeah,
but that's why they're genius. That's
true,
the whole point of sequential art. I think that's something else that we're maybe missing is that people that don't stay on runs as long as they used to. You don't get creative teams that stay on something.
No,
and then. True. Sometimes you'll get teams in that are like they do beautiful work, okay, but they're blown out. They can't do more than 1 or 2 episodes, or they can do like a one-off. And what that loses is it loses the flow and the core of the sequential art that you get in these things, that you get in the examples that we're showing. It's like I think it's just slightly missing now.
I think Randy won't be happy with what I'm going to say now, but I think you put too much emphasis, Randy, on this deadline thing. I think these people just draw. I know they've got a deadline, but I don't think they take shortcuts like those guys in that first panel. I don't think that that's a shortcut because he's on a deadline that he's done those faces black.
Yeah,
he's
I think he did it. I think he did it to keep them anonymous. Is what
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Faceless faces.
Yeah. And Kurtzman, I think Caniff had inking assistants on this.
Yeah.
I'm talking like Toth when he was doing the animation stuff. He stripped it down so the animators could draw it quickly. But CC Beck, when he first approached Captain Marvel, come off of an advertising background and stripped his style down to just bare necessity. Because he felt that comics needed that color to come through.
Isn't that part of the brief, though? Isn't that part of the brief, the concept of what's going on?
Yeah.
It's all part of it. I think sometimes, especially when you look at some of the monthly comics from the 70s onwards, I think in some of those cases, you can definitely see that the schedule has impacted the art in some way, but I think these guys were just genius at what they were doing.
Well, also these guys were being paid the big bucks too.
Yeah. So
even though Caniff wasn't getting paid for this particular strip, he was more than wealthy doing Terry and the Pirates and Steve.
He could take the financial hit because he was making it up elsewhere.
Well, that was his donation to the services.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also think that if he hadn't have done that, if he hadn't have donated it, they wouldn't have asked him to do it in the first place.
That's true.
I think
very
I
likely.
don't know how he came about to do it. I think he approached them and said,
Well,
"I'll give you this," rather than they rang him up and said, "We can only pay you X," or whatever.
I don't think that. Well, again, he didn't do it for pay, but I think that, like the Wikipedia said, he did initially a adult version of Terry and the Pirates. He just cut the kids out and added more military people, and then when people complained, he changed Burma to Miss Lace here. Pardon me, and just continued on doing the strip. Probably using esoteric, military characters. When he switched to mail call.
Yeah, that,
Here we go.
Oh, okay.
That's was that a what? Nick?
Oh, just on the right-hand page, the top strip, that I don't know if it's intended, but the way he draws the guy kind of seems like, one of those kids that was like 13, 14 that lied about their age to fight in the war back then.
Like, that kid reminds me of Richard Nixon.
This guy?
Yeah. I know what you mean, Mitch. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
I'm not a crook.
I'm not a crook. We're keeping the job.
Spyro Agnew.
Yeah. One of my favorite Nixon stories is when he met Elvis, and Elvis gifted him a gun. I think it was a revolver. And it's like, how did this guy get past Secret Service with a gun?
Because he was Elvis.
Exactly.
He was Here's a bit of trivia. Here's a bit of trivia for you regarding Nixon and George Bush Sr. Neither of those two people, who were about 45 at the time, knew where they were when Kennedy was shot.
Of course they didn't.
Quote unquote. Yeah.
They reckon the only adults age 45 on the planet didn't know where they were when he was shot.
They were looking at the latest UFO files.
In a secret base, a mile underground.
In a secret base. Yeah, in a secret base. I'm not joking.
No.
Here's a bit of Elvis trivia for you. Right before he passed, he was in negotiations to be a traveling Wilbury.
What?
They were going to record his part. They were going to record his part at Graceland and then put him in and together in the studio. Yeah.
Elvis died in 1977, didn't he?
77.
Right before he passed. Yeah.
But right the traveling Wilburys were the 90s.
Yes.
Late 80s. Yeah, you mean...
Well, yeah, late 80s, 90s. Yeah, late 80s. Yeah.
There's an interview out there with Harrison saying that they were ready to go.
Maybe you're talking about Elvis Costello?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was Elvis Presley. I could have my dates wrong.
There's a 20-year difference, or at the very least, 15-year difference.
Well, if I run across that clip again, I will post it.
Oh, they were talking. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I looked this up. They were talking about using his voice.
Ah,
there you go. Yeah.
But George Harrison felt it was too gimmicky. You think?
You think?
Yeah.
Didn't stop him keeping Roy Orbison on when he went.
No, or John Lennon decades after he's dead on new Beatles tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my sweet lord.
My sweet lawsuit.
Yeah. Yes, Orbison, not Elvis for Wilburys. Okay. But I'm just telling you, I just saw the clip a couple days ago.
Yeah, that's fair enough. If they were going to use his voice, yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they were going to use his voice. It's Elvis.
Yes, Martha, she was treated like a specter. She was just around every base. Yep. Was that an Epstein's Island base, Russ?
You never know.
You never know.
It's like I was never there. I never saw Prince Andrew. I don't know the Queen.
God save the Queen.
Too
She
late.
ain't no human being.
She ain't. It's just a fascist regime.
Hey, John Lydon's a conservative now.
Oh, you're not shitting me. This is a
Lydon
man
was
who.
all-
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, Glenn, you're absolutely right. Yeah, this is a man who wanted to take down the system with anarchy, who ended up being
Yeah.
the spokesman for butter. Like, piss off.
He's a very, very clever man. He knew exactly what he was doing.
Yeah, yeah.
And, you know,
They're all the same.
he did
Yeah.
it.
That almost looks like Steve Kenyon here.
It does.
But he got blindsided by revealing about Savile, didn't he?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, at least he was the one that was prepared to go public on Savile.
Yeah, and that was 1978.
That's right, yeah. Yeah, it just shows you how scummy everybody else was, that they wouldn't say anything.
Well, look over here in America with the whole Weinstein thing. Like everyone knew what was going on, and no one really did anything about it.
That's Hollywood.
Mhm.
These are the rejected strips. He sent them into the military before the blacks were spotted, apparently, just to give them an idea of what it was, and then they turned them down. Yeah.
Just how cool are they?
Yeah, I couldn't tell if these were pencils or like inked line work when you turn the page.
Yeah, quick brush work.
Just another example of what you need and what you don't need. That fourth panel on the first strip, okay? You only need third panel. You only need very basic lines to show that woman's body, but you need to put the laces in to make it sexy.
Yep. Yeah.
Yep.
That's just brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, more time was spent on those laces than the rest of the figure.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we probably had the
But again,
line work with the figure memorized, so he just went.
oh yeah. And then this really quick brushwork here. I'm sure he just didn't spend a whole lot of time on it because they needed approval before they might have even redrawn this for the final, or I'd planned on redrawing it for the final version. It's just to give the editors an idea of what the strip would be.
It's still a long way down the line, though, isn't it? Pencil, letters, and inks.
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
Yeah,
it is.
It's a lot of work to be rejected.
Yeah.
Good job he wasn't being paid.
Again, beautiful characterization as well.
Well, at least she has a place to live. In an
Was that an inkwell? Okay,
Yeah.
This drawing for editor and publisher, magazine Caniff, made or farewell to his wartime endeavors and comments on the housing shortage in the U.S. 1946. Wow. A little better Betty Page looking here.
Ooh, hello.
Yeah. Almost didn't think she'd ever see you again after that first wild visit. Now you've got the whole armed forces with you. Come in and grab some floor while Steve pours. That's Steve. Can you think I'd better stick around and see what's up with Uncle's new kid, line of duty, of course.
So is she the uncle's new kid? Because I'm confused now.
No.
No. The kid's coming in. She's inviting him in. He's going to stick around to make sure that they mind the man.
Another Vampirella style outfit.
Yeah. Great
really?
lettering.
Yeah.
You look long enough, you see the lettering. It's very good.
Yeah. Weinstein controlled the Gnomes book being turned into a cartoon, probably for the busty gnome women. Oh, he bankrolled the Gnomes book. Right. That's it.
That's great. That's one of the best we've done.
Yeah, it's great.
Mail call. Milt Caniff, folks. If you're interested in looking at more Caniff, I've got a little Terry and the Pirates and a lot of Steve Canyon we can look through.
Do you have any of those
Great stuff.
NBM collections?
I think I have a Terry in the Pirates NBM
Yeah,
collection.
the Sundays are incredible.
Yeah. It's just all beautiful work. Was collecting the Steve Canyon magazine when Kitchen Sink was printing it there for a while. Folks, want to see more Caniff? Let us know. There's much more Caniff to be shown and shown off. We might do it. Whether you want to see it or not, we might look at it anyway. So, here we go. Coming up, Barry Windsor Smith. I've got an archive of Magnus the Robot Fighter here by Russ Manning to look through. The Eternauts coming. Sin City, eventually. We'll talk more about Frank.
Have you got Barry Smith's Monsters?
I do not.
I do.
What Sin City volume is it?
All.
Oh, all of them? Okay.
Yeah. Got a set of them in paperback. Yeah, more World War II stuff. We will try. Martha's promise. We'll try to get there. Deeply appreciate you stopping by, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it as much as we enjoyed looking at it. If you enjoyed this program, please tell your friends. I do believe we might have a big announcement next week in that we may become able to take on them their super chats.
Woohoo.
So, with all of the proceeds going to help keep the channel going, keep the Indie Comics Network alive and running. Marvy, more busty vintage women, please. Have a great week.
Sure, Marv.
That's that could turn into our motto here on the show. So, more cheese, more beef, more to come, folks. Much more to look at. We do this because we love looking at this stuff. It makes us better creators, better workers in the field, and we just love looking at it. We love comics in all its different forms, and we like to look at all of its different forms here on Sunday Funnies every 9 a.m. on Sunday. Then we also have a East Coast time, Eastern time. Yep. We also have another show Friday mornings at 5 a.m. Eastern time called Comics by Night, where we look at more sequential art. We will probably be looking at Red Nails over there here this week. So this upcoming week, make sure you stop by. We really want to thank everybody. We know the majority of our audience comes in after the fact, and we deeply appreciate you as well. Please, no matter when you watch this program, hit that like button or even that thumbs down button if you feel you have to, because any kind of interaction you have with this program goes to help our algorithm, especially on silly YouTube, to get out there in front of more eyes and more folks. Silly YouTube. But anyway, please do that. Any kind of if you watch us on whatever platform, if you haven't subscribed to it yet, please subscribe to it and help us out with our algorithm as well. We are archived over at the Indie Comics Network YouTube channel, the Comic Book Black Belt YouTube channel, and the Randy Zim YouTube channel as well. So go over there and enjoy. We've been doing this for 3 years now. It'll be 3 years here in a couple of weeks. And we've looked through a lot of stuff. So feel free to go back through our archives and enjoy that when you can.
There's loads there.
Charles, please tell folks how they can find you.
Well, they can go to Amazon and buy Rammer, first issue, second issue, and I just dummied up the the title there for the third issue.
Nice.
And they can go to Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, and now I'm even on LinkedIn.
Ooh.
So if you reach out to me, give me your email. I will send you free PDF full color previews of Rammer, the first and second issue. and some other stuff that I can throw at you as well. Rammer is the master thief in a future police state, and he's the one and only. Until people catch on and say, boy, I'm going to do my own master thief in a future police state. But it will be a pale imitation. Trust me on that. So reach out and I'll reach back. Thank you.
All right. Mitch, please
Yes.
tell folks how they can find you.
Well, you can find my online comics on the Global Comics and Pass platforms. I try to keep them pretty up to date, equally on both. Currently going through the original Boger miniseries and doing a director's cut remastered version. I'm releasing them issue by issue once they're done on the webcomics platforms, and when they're done, I will do a crowdfunding campaign for a collected edition. I should have the third issue completed and up by this week or next. And also the Flesh and Blood collection, I'm releasing a new installment this week or next also. So keep an eye for that. I'm also on socials and my website, CelticCrossComics.com.
It's time. Okay, just a quick look at what we got going on in the.
Is this the no background page?
This is one of them. This is there's multiples. This is just a preview of some of the pencil work going on in the Atlantean issue 4. There's a page just started, so there you go. You can see the process. No AI here. No layout tools. Just they may be digital pencils, but they're my pencils, and they get inked physically. So if you like that kind of stuff, if you like sword and sorcery, and you enjoy traditional artwork, then go to rustleach.com, sign up for that email list, and we'll tell you when the latest version of the Atlantean is out.
All right. Had the pleasure of writing those books based off of the Shadow Kingdom from a Robert E. Howard public domain story. We took the characters from there and continued them on in the Atlantean into self.
And I have a story in number 2.
He does.
I have a story in number 2. So all of my fans have to buy all of the Atlanteans and multiple copies of number 2.
There we go. Absolutely. Glenn, please tell folks how they can find you.
You can find me on Randy's shows on Friday and Sunday when I've not got the flu. And you can find my work on Amazon, New Haven Press. Just about
where can we find you when you do have the flu?
Drinking hot toddies, watching daytime TV.
Putting a kettle on.
No, Helen will do that for me.
Did he say pudding? Did somebody say pudding?
Pudding, not pudding. Pudding.
If you put my name in Google, something will come up, but I can't guarantee what it'll be.
His OnlyFans page, everybody.
Yeah,
but pudding.
If an OnlyFans page comes up, I've been hacked again.
That'll bring my lunch up.
It's a good thing all that adult cinema work we did in the 70s and 80s had a non-de-plume attached to it.
What do you mean we? It was just you.
I wasn't even alive in the 70s.
Well, it was just you, Randy. You're the one with the moustache.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Folks, I've been your host, Randy Zimmerman.
Sorry, before you carry on, have a quick look at this. Just sharing something else. It's the cover, and we've got Renato who's already started the detail. He's already started painting the cover up. So once again, we'll have a beautiful painted cover by Renato. Go check him out. It's almost Renato. Rosart. Renato Rosart. I don't know the detail. I'm crap at the internet. Go to my
website.
X account, and you'll pick up his ID there. He's a fantastic artist. He should be working in mainstream, but he's doing some grand stuff for us. Just wanted to give him a shout out.
Really, absolutely. Folks, you can find our Atlantean campaigns over at fundmycomic.com. You can buy the first 3 issues of the Atlantean and multiple formats of the Shadow Kingdom as well on Amazon, Barnes & Noble. Criticalblast.com also has those available. Beautiful little digest, everything from a little digest book to a black and white book in the same format as the Atlantean to a fantastic hardback version in color with the prose story of Shadow Kingdom in behind it for your comparison, for you to compare it to. And we hope you do. We hope you enjoy it. I think that's it, folks. Like I said, I've been your host, Randy Zimmerman. I've been writing the Atlantean. I'm currently putting together a collection of the first alternative comic that I had published back in the mid 80s called Tales from the Aniverse. If you remember back that long ago, there will be a volume campaign for that here, hopefully by the end of the first quarter of this year. And other than that, you expect to see more Atlantean coming soon. So we hope you look out for that. All the news on the Atlantean you can get over at russleach.com. Go over there and sign up for that email list. So that ever-growing email list. And folks, thanks again for stopping by. Please don't be afraid to go visit your local retailer. Look at those boxes that he might have, or he or she might have had sitting there gathering dust. You'd be amazed at the great gems that are in there just waiting for you to discover or rediscover and enjoy. If there's comics out there that you love, and you should tell people about it. We have collections for a reason.
Anything by Jack Kirby.
Jack Kirby, we just went through an entire month of in October covering a lot of his monster work. We have the New Gods and Hunger Dogs in the queue that we will get to probably this next year. So stay tuned for that. We are looking forward to much more Kirby on here. So,
yeah, good.
And again, we deep end Ditko and on all of the other greats as well. We love this art form in all of its forms. So please stop back by and keep watching us. Other than that, folks, take care. Have a great rest of your weekend. Have a good week.
Yeah.
I hope you're having a good new year. And we'll see you on the next one.
Keep on flying.
Thanks for Daniel.
We wish you the best. Take care, everyone.
Hi, would you like some headphones?
Absolutely, but how did you know my name was Phones?
In the time before Atlantis sank, when the lands of this world were savage and untamed, one man would claim his destiny, seizing his place as a king. After defending his throne and learning the devastating truth of the Serpent Kingdom and its deadly cults, King Kull in his right hand ruled the Spear Slayer, make a solemn vow to hunt down and destroy the hidden empire of these serpent demons. These are the tales of those journeys. This is the Atlantean. Tales inspired by the brilliance of Robert E. Howard, featuring his first barbarian characters as introduced in the pages of his classic tale, The Shadow Kingdom. Each volume contains beautifully painted covers and around 50 pages of original black and white art and story, featuring classic sword and sorcery adventures you don't want to miss. Join us on these epic adventures and sign up now for news with the email list at russleach.com. Bring your axe and prepare for battle.
Hi y'all, it's time for Appalachian Word of the Day. The word of the day is marinara. How fast do you think that car get up to? About 120 marinara?
As he sits each day at his board, alone with his characters, Jack Kirby is far from lonely.
I haven't got the trappings of a circus, but there in my mind is a very active and bright and colorful place that's as good as any circus that I've ever seen. And I live with that, and I enjoy it immensely.
There we are. And I'm looking for the biscuit, and I can't find it. Uh-oh.
We could sing it.
I've lost the biscuit. No.
Here's the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit.